Hey everyone, welcome back to the Weekend Wrap Up podcast. I'm Hurain,
I'm Sophia.
I'm Hannah.
And I'm Sebastian.
and this week we'll be discussing the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Let's first talk about the race, and then we'll go into, I guess, the off-track details. So, biggest thing that happened this race was Oscar Piastri won his second Grand Prix.
That's honestly crazy that
Yeah.
both Lando,
Yeah, kind of crazy.
Lando and Oscar got their first
Second
in
wins.
the same season.
Yeah, we've had, I think this is the fifth multiple race winner this season,
It is.
Yeah.
which is kind of insane because if you asked me last season if I would have expected this, I would have like passed out like a Victorian era child. Like I definitely wouldn't have thought this was real. So.
Yeah.
And also speaking of, I guess, Oscar Piastri and Lando winning, McLaren has just taken the lead for the Constructors' Championship.
Boo.
We saw it coming.
No boo.
Hooray.
Hooray.
So I think this is the first time, I was reading, this is the first time since, I think, the Australian Grand Prix in 2014 that they've led the Constructors' Championship, which is a wild statistic to think about.
That is crazy.
Yeah, 10 years.
Oh my god, yeah, that is 10 years. But yeah, it's just weird to think about that they literally started from the bottom, like comparing them from beginning of season last year to now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they were literally at rock bottom and now they're like at the top. So it's crazy how that happens. Anywho, we had Charles Leclerc on pole. He had a pretty good race start, I would say so. I think he was going good for the first like 15 laps, 20 laps.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got a Oscar Piastri overtake on his own father.
I was like, wait, his own father?
Yeah,
it was a good overtake.
overtake.
It was beautiful overtake.
Yeah, it was a great overtake though, honestly.
It really was.
Like,
he was doing really well.
Yeah, and then defending for the rest of the race too, because Charles attempted to pass him a lot
so
more
many times. Like Charles is probably
and Oscar defended. Yeah. Oscar deserves a race win 100%.
Yeah.
At least this race, no one can take away, quote unquote, take away his win, because I know last race when he won, was at Hungary. He didn't I guess he didn't.
Yeah.
He won, obviously, which I understand why. But at least this one, he deserved it 100%.
Right, this one was 100% deserved with the way he drove.
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, Lando himself didn't do that bad from his disappointing qualifying, but he ended up starting 15 and ended in P4, so that's 11 positions.
He started, I think, P15, actually.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he did.
That's what I said.
Yeah, but like, I mean, still, he overtook, I guess, technically overtook 11 people, if you want to consider it that way, so I guess that's, like, pretty impressive.
Yeah, it was, I think.
Yeah. I mean, it was really 9 if you want to ignore the crash at the end of the race.
Yeah,
but still, a decent amount of people.
But still, it was good.
Yeah. Speaking of crash, at the beginning, we kind of had, like, a mini accident between Yuki Tsunoda and Lance Stroll, which ended up, I think, resulting in the retirement of Yuki on around, like, lap 16-ish, because he had major side pod damage.
Yeah, there's a big gaping hole in his side pod.
Giant hole.
Massive. I saw that, and I was like, what actually happened?
Yeah. And then Lance ended up DNFing later, but due to brake failure, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. And then another crash that happened, lap 50, if I'm not mistaken. It was either 49 or 50.
It was 50.
The end of the race, we get a Carlos Sainz overtake on Checo, which shortly ends because they crashed.
They basically both turned into
and
each
they
other.
were racing for the podium spot too.
Yeah, they both turned into each other, and the FI stewards eventually ruled it was just a racing incident.
Well, it was. I would say
it definitely was.
So none of them got blamed.
They both kind of went in towards each other, so I think it is an incident.
Yeah, I think it's more of an incident because, like, looking back, it's like, I mean, Carlos wouldn't have known Checo was there, like, blind spot.
Yeah,
but Checo has the same excuse almost.
When they crashed, he was like, "What happened?" Like, guys,
he was like, "Hole,
yeah,
hole."
And he was actually like surprisingly
both them were racing hard, and it's bound to happen.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it was bound to happen. So because of that crash, the race ended under a safety car. So it kind of like made it impossible for overtakes. So by lap 50, we knew who was winning for sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of the safety car, I literally just saw this 10 minutes ago, but supposedly Verstappen, Hülkenberg, Gasly, and Ocon have been called to the stewards for overtaking during the safety car.
I heard about the Max one, but I didn't hear about the others.
Yeah.
Verstappen, I think, has to be when Lando, for whatever reason, said tattletale on him, even though the race was already over. He was overtaking.
Bro, we all know the
congratulate
reason
Lando
why.
and
We
and
all
Russell.
know the reason why. We all know the reason why. Come on.
He had an interview saying he was asked why he did that. He just said he was quote unquote pointing out the facts and stating the facts. And I was like,
what?
But it's
Okay.
That's a little
dumbass.
I don't know. But
I
he
think
just said that.
if it
He just
happened
said
when
that,
the race ended,
yeah, he just said
it
he's
doesn't
confused
matter.
a little bit. Yeah.
Such a drama queen.
Yeah, I don't know. I just let him go by. The race is over at that point, so let him do that.
Right.
Like the results are set in stone.
Right. Speaking of, I guess a bit dramatic, if we want to call it dramatic, Alex Albon during the race was P3 at one point, which in a Williams.
He actually
for a long point.
halfway through the race, he maintained the top 5 spots around there.
Yeah, he was maintaining really well.
And I was like,
he actually did really well.
The Williams did
Both
well,
of them.
period. I don't know what they did this
Yes,
weekend,
both
but
Williams.
Colapinto and
literally they
Behrman.
got double points.
Both
Yeah,
and
that's
Behrman
impressive.
got points
It's been it's been a minute since Williams got double points.
And what's crazy is that Colapinto earned more points in one race than Logan Sargent's entire career.
Okay, Sebastian, not too much on that. Come on.
He earned 4 points. I'm not hating on Logan Sargent.
No, Sebastian, we see how it is. You've lost your loyalty to our
I have
American.
not lost my loyalty.
How rude.
He's no longer American. It's a shame.
Boo!
Oh my god.
Tomato. Well, that was basically... Well, no. Actually, that was not it for the race, because we had Ollie Behrman.
He did really good.
Yeah, he did really good. He drove for Ferrari earlier in the season with Carlos's appendix issues. But this race, he drove for Haas because of Kevin Magnussen's little race ban. So Ollie is the first driver, I think, ever to have scored points with 2 different teams in his first 2 races.
Yep.
The statistic is crazy, but it's also a little funny because how has no one else done that before? A little bit insane, but congrats to Ollie for that because that's kind of impressive.
I think that makes him 15th place in the Drivers' Championship.
Actually?
Right.
That's 8, right? Because he had 7 from Saudi Arabia and he got 1 today, so...
Oh my lord.
I think he is... Yeah, he's P16 and Franco's P19. And we have Valtteri in P22.
That's crazy.
Loser!
Hey, Logan's still 21.
Yeah, Logan's still above Valtteri, so... But I don't know. Yeah, that kind of is funny to me because we have... It's normally 20 drivers, so 22 feels funny.
That is funny.
I guess let's transition into the... I guess the off the...
Oh my god. The first thing we have to talk about, was the fan chasing Lando.
Oh yeah.
We have to talk about that.
Oh yeah, there was
That's actually insane.
There was a dash cam video of someone chasing what was supposedly Lando in a Lamborghini Urus around Monaco.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna play devil's advocate for a little bit. I'm gonna play devil's advocate for 2 seconds, but how do we actually know it's Lando? If it is Lando,
right.
if it really is Lando, if it truly is Lando, I feel so horrible for him, but we can't know at the same time.
There's too many rich people in Monaco that it could have been anyone's car.
You know what though? I would believe that would happen to him because his fans are really insane.
I wouldn't put it past
for sure. I think it was actually him though.
Well, even if it wasn't, just chasing someone like that, it's actually insane,
right?
Period.
Oh yeah, period.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't think I could never. I know we talked about this before, the hotels and those crazy vans. Again,
but around there,
I don't think I could ever do that.
What if he was just like trying to go home? Like, what if he just went and bought like his groceries and he was trying to go home and cook himself a meal? Like, that's insane to just chase someone around.
People got way too much time on their hand.
Someone you don't know.
Too much craziness on their hands is what you mean.
I was about to say
Yeah.
that. Speaking
It's
of
insane.
an F1 driver in a supercar SUV in Monaco, Charles was going around the hairpin in his Ferrari Purosangue and did not realize he was still going and ran right into the back of another SUV.
And then he reversed as if nothing happened.
But like,
What?
but literally everyone saw it.
It's like everyone was filming him too, so like he didn't get out of that one. But
That's embarrassing.
to be fair, I've been in 2 fender benders. If Charles Leclerc was the one who fender bendered me, like I would have been the one saying sorry. Like, sorry, my car was in
goodbye.
Sorry, my car was in your way.
I would have just been like, just pay for it to be fixed, but like, I'm sorry, my car was in your way. Like, I'm sure you had places to be.
Oh my god.
That's crazy. Just give me an autograph and I'll be on my merry way.
You know what? You don't even gotta pay nothing. Just give me an autograph.
Yeah.
Right, just give me an autograph and like that'll pay for my car damage. Like, but seriously,
No. I need you need 2 autographs, one for personal and one to sell.
I was about to say that exactly.
Right. I need him to sign the car too where he hit it. Like, I'll put a Sharpie there and
You'll never fix that dent ever.
Never.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Anyway, moving on.
I guess back on the topic of Charles because we were already on it. I guess over the break, Charles Leclerc changed his profile picture on Instagram, as far as I know. Only Instagram. Because he was bullied for his old one. And then I guess he had it crooked and he was bullied again to make it straight and fix it.
Oh my
So
god.
basically,
you didn't hear about that one?
No, I mean I saw it from the list that Rain posted right now, but otherwise I never heard about that.
It's because this one dude is on, I don't know, TikTok or Instagram, and he was like rating celebrities' Instagram like feeds or whatever, and like or pages, and like was giving tips to fix it or make it better or more aesthetic.
I guess so. I guess Charles saw that video and was like, I need to fix it.
Oh my lord.
But I like his old profile picture better.
I agree, but low-key, I like the colors on the new one.
I like the colors on the new one, but for some reason, he doesn't look like him.
Let me see this.
I don't know.
Let me see this for myself, because I don't follow him. Oh.
I don't know. He looks like he's like AI, like it's an AI picture.
I don't know.
I don't know, or it's like too blurry or something, but something about it is off. I guess moving on, other big news from our little break. Adrian Newey to Aston Martin.
Oh yeah, I was going to mention that earlier.
I guess for those who don't know, Adrian Newey is basically the whole genius behind Red Bull and a lot of like championship winning cars. But he's especially known for the Red Bulls because I believe he was there with Sebastian Vettel when Vettel won all 4.
Yeah, he's been
and
there
then
since
he was
2003.
also with Max when Max won his 3.
I do believe he's been there since 2003.
Yeah, so he's been there for a long time. And he's been in F1 for even longer.
Yeah, he's been with Williams, McLaren, and another team. So.
He's been with Red Bull. He's going to Aston.
Yeah.
There was one more team, but I think it's converted to something else on the grid, so I don't remember its name.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, Adrian Newey, I believe it's supposedly a 5-year deal and $20 million a year. And then he's also a shareholder, which like kind of like avoids the whole like cost cap thing with his salary, which is really smart.
That is
so
smart,
props to Aston Martin for that.
Is it smart or is it shady?
It's a little bit shady, but it's smart because like and his like salary's not included in their cost cap for the year. So like they can pay a lot more, I guess.
But do you see what you're saying, right?
I know it does sound very shady though.
It is shady. You're basically saying,
I think the highest 3 people within the team are like the top 3 most paid are not included in the cost cap. I believe so. So that means Adrian Newey is probably one of the top 3 most highest paid in Aston Martin.
Already.
already, and he's not like officially joined. I don't
Did
think.
you see what Fernando Alonso said? He said, "Oh, if Adrian Newey comes, I'll help. I'll give up like 10% of my salary to give it to him or something. I don't know."
Oh
He
my
was
god.
He is desperate for another championship, bro.
Oh yeah.
He just wants his race. He just wants what is it,
Please,
like 33,
Can I have my
33rd
third
race
one?
win?
Then I'll retire
Yeah.
if I
To
get
be
my
fair,
third.
I feel like Fernando Alonso is like the type of guy to get his next like championship title and then retire straight after.
Oh
Well, then
yeah.
Nico.
Like Nico Rosberg. Yeah.
I wouldn't blame him. I
I
would
was like,
too.
Well, yeah,
Like-
he's old anyways. He's already has 2. So if he, I don't
what
know. I
are
don't
you
think he's gonna
talking
win.
about? What are you
What are you
talking
talking about? He's a
what?
rookie.
He's
Yeah,
a
obviously,
rookie.
he's
That's-
clearly a rookie. Guys.
Confusion. Wrong person. My bad. Rookie over here. He has so many. He's just gonna win his first one and walk out if you're done.
He won his first championship when he was a baby. Like,
Sorry, my apologies. My apologies.
Obviously.
anywho, I guess to talk about something crazy, we're gonna get a skating rink at the Vegas GP. I think it's silly.
Do we
I don't
really
know.
need that?
I think it's so silly.
I'm
I
not
don't think it's
surprised.
needed, but
They've
I guess
had-
it attracts the celebrities.
They've had some interesting things at F1 tracks before.
Okay,
Like they have
last
a
year
cable
they
car.
had like the little the marriage thing. I understand that. Vegas, I get it. But why do we need a skating rink?
I guess just because.
And all, I
Just-
mean, like at the Miami, the Hard Rock Stadium, they have a cable car just going from one side of the track to the other. Just cause. Like. Do we
Okay,
really
well,
do
it's
that?
Miami.
Okay, Harain, you just say that because you're from Miami.
Yeah, I'm like, that's very in character for Miami. But I don't know. It's a little funny. I don't see the purpose of the skating rink.
Also, like, I just don't think the time of year is really. Well, maybe you could say
Well, actually,
Maybe I
it'll
guess
be
it's like
November, so
November.
it's late
it's
November.
November, but when I think winter, I think December, January, February.
Yeah.
I think of turkeys when it comes to November. Gobble gobble.
Because that's Thanksgiving.
I think of college.
Exactly.
admissions.
I think of dried leaves.
I think of college applications.
Really, Sebastian?
Ooh.
You really have to remind
Oh my
us? Really have to remind us?
Sorry.
But
One more thing I wanted to mention from Baku before we talk about our Singapore predictions is during I think Q3 or 2, one of the qualifying sections, Albon left the pits with the
oh yeah,
intake cooler.
Yeah, that was
on the-
Q3. I'm
still
pretty
on.
it
sure.
was like the dry ice and the
And
fan.
people were like, "How did they miss that?" And I eventually saw the video. I was gonna send it to you guys on the group chat.
I
but-
saw it. I saw what you were
but-
Yeah,
talking
me
about. Like,
too.
the guy
But-
almost got his foot ran over.
Yeah, he just left without even realizing, and he literally just like a cartoon. He ran out there. He's like, "What the hell, man?" I can see him
It's
raising
because
his
like
hand.
the other mechanics.
Start cursing him out, but like I think it was because of the ice thing, and he was trying to get it off.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, because the other mechanic was telling him to come on, and like, I mean, Alex couldn't see it. I probably not.
You would
'Cause it's, like,
assume
right
he
above-
would see it. Like it's
No, it's completely behind
neon
him.
green.
But it's like right behind his
It's completely
head.
behind him.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I don't know. That's
This
that's
is
a
an
little
Oscars radio.
Yeah, Sears Radio about it. But see, my thing is with Williams, I guess I don't want to sound like a Williams hater because I swear I'm not. But like they don't get into Q3 often, so maybe they forgot the like procedure for it or something. But
It's the
like
same procedure every time.
you would assume that comes off before the tire, like I don't know what it's called,
It
like the
comes
tire
off.
fabric, the tire warmers.
The tire blankets. They come off at the same
Yeah,
time.
tire blankets.
They're supposed to come off at the same time.
But how did no one notice it?
I think the guy was literally about to, but he left before. That's the problem.
It was just like a lack of communication, but he was able to chuck it off his car, so that's all good.
Yeah.
Alright. I think we are ready to talk about Singapore, I'd say. I have no idea what to predict for a podium.
Honestly, yeah, this race made me like kind of like
Well, I won the
anything that you
prediction.
can
Just so
watch.
we're all aware, I won our prediction.
You did.
Again.
Whoa, what'd you say again?
You literally had like 3 against 1 and you still won. Like
Yes.
What did you say?
Crazy.
forgot.
I put Oscar and then
she
somebody
put George. She put
Oscar, George, and
Lando.
then Lando. Oscar, George, Lando. So I got it the most correct because I got 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
And Oscar was in the correct spot.
Yeah. Like, we had, I think, Lando, Charles, Oscar.
Yeah.
Technically, we had Charles right, but we had the other two.
You had
wrong.
1 out of 3.
Yeah.
Well, since I'm the winner, I will go and do my prediction, and hopefully I don't get it wrong.
Who wants to keep it?
Okay. Not Lando, I'm sorry. Oscar got me the win last time, so you know what? I'm gonna put Oscar P1 again.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna put George P3.
George P3.
And I'm gonna put Charles P2.
Okay. Honestly, that's the same podium we got today.
You know what?
That is the
same exact podium.
I didn't think about that.
That is literally your exact same podium.
It's a solid guess, though. I'm gonna do that.
No faith in your boy Max?
You know what?
I
love
Max. Not after last year.
I think she's facing Max, just not his car. Okay.
I love Max, but you have to think about this. You know, people keep saying, "Oh, Max sucks," but at the end of the day, are his past results even the car is the part that sucks because he still gets it into the high positions. You know, Can everybody really do that? So yeah, I do have faith in him. I'm just waiting until next season until hopefully we have a better car. That's it.
Yep.
Okay. Who's next?
I'll go next. I'm gonna go. Okay. I'm gonna go something crazy here. It's gonna be wrong, but I don't care. See, Sainz won last time.
Repeat win?
I don't know. Can we get our 6th multiple race winner? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go Sainz, Lando, Oscar.
Okay. Honestly, that's not bad.
I don't know. He might be stronger on this track again. Because we saw that Perez obviously has clearly not been strong this season. But in the track that he won twice already, he was pretty strong today. So
Yeah.
You never know.
I think Lando, Carlos, Oscar.
Okay, papaya sandwich.
Yeah.
I don't know who to put for predictions because I'm like, Mercedes could be good, but so could Ferrari, so could McLaren, but so could Max.
It depends on the day.
I love what you say,
Depends
Max.
on the day, depends on
Max.
the time, depends on the track.
You say Max and not Red Bull.
Okay. I honestly, like, with the way Williams did this weekend, like, if they got a podium, like, I wouldn't be super shocked. But I'm not putting them for the podium. Because I wouldn't be shocked. They were running P5. So, like, it's not out of reach.
I guess.
But, like, they wouldn't win. Like, they could be P3, but they wouldn't be above that.
That would be a crazy podium. Williams is up there.
I think I'm going to go with another Charles win. And then I'm going to put Carlos P2. And then for some reason, I want to say Mercedes P3. But I think last time that was happening, it was George and he crashed. If my memory serves me correct. So, because of that, I'm going to say Lewis P3.
Okay, so we all have very different predictions then.
Yeah, so like I have current Ferrari and future Ferrari on my podium. If we want to think about it that way. Like Hannah has current McLaren and past McLaren. And then Sebastian is the same thing. Yeah. Sophia's is the only one that's like completely different teams. But yeah. Maybe I'll get a Ferrari one too this weekend. I hope so. I think the last one was Australia. It's been a while. Okay. I'm surprised right now at Haas and the way they've been running though, because like
you're surprised when we've been doing good all season?
I know. No, I'm saying
oh my god, sorry.
In comparison to last year, I'm surprised.
Okay, I can agree with that. I can agree with that statement.
Because like last year they were like running P19, P20, and not suddenly.
Hey,
like,
not too much. Your McLaren boys weren't doing that much better, Queen.
Yeah, no, I know. But like, it's just crazy though.
No, it really is.
It takes like 1 year they improve that much.
I'm really proud and happy of the husbands. They have done so good. Io has done so good. As much as I love Gunther, Io really has helped the team a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy.
I think with that is the end of this podcast episode. If you, I guess, enjoyed listening, please like and subscribe and comment any ideas. And also follow us on Instagram if you're not following us already. It is literally just our podcast name as our username. And that's all. So bye. See you next week.
Bye.